Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Spice and Easy Kitchen. We hope you are always doing well. Today's recipe is a lunch dish. It will be served with a salad and it turns out very delicious. Here I have 100 grams of spinach or chard and one grated carrot, grated on the coarse side, and one leek. I cut it into thin slices, and I also have about 1 kilo of potatoes. I peeled them after washing, and we will boil them now. I will prepare a pot with water and add the potatoes. Do not cut them so they cook faster and do not absorb water. I will boil the potatoes and come back to you. After putting the potatoes to boil, I heat oil and add the leek. I add the leek to the pan. I add 50 grams of chicken and mix well. I saute it lightly. I add a little salt with the leek. The chicken is cooked, so I remove it and continue. I take the pan again for the next step. I add 2 tablespoons of oil. I add 1 medium onion sliced. I saute the onion, then add the carrot. I add the carrot. I saute it with the onion. I add 300 grams of minced chicken. I prepared it from chicken breast and divided it. I saute the minced chicken. Like this. I add 1 diced tomato. You can use cherry tomatoes or regular ones. Use what you have available. The important thing is 1 tomato. I add 1 teaspoon of marjoram. Salt is added to taste. I add a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I cook until the mixture is dry. Then I add 2 tablespoons of parsley. I mix everything and turn off the heat. I melt 1 tablespoon of butter in the pan. I let it melt slightly. I add a small can of mushrooms. I add a little spinach or chard. Or what you have available. If you prefer, cook mushrooms first. Then add spinach, since it cooks quickly. I cook them together directly. I add 2 chopped garlic cloves, so they keep their flavor. I add salt, but not too much. The mushrooms and spinach are cooked. I mash the cooked potatoes. They stay fluffy and do not absorb water. I add 2 eggs. I add 50 milliliters of milk. It should be at room temperature, about a quarter cup. I add 1 tablespoon of butter. Regular butter is preferred if available. This one is less fatty, so I used it. I add the leek and chicken mixture to give a rich flavor to the potatoes. I add a little cilantro. I mix and add a little salt. Do not add too much salt. Taste the mixture before adjusting. I grease a round cake mold and also grease the baking paper. From the bottom and sides. I add half of the potato mixture. I spread it and shape the edges. I add the minced chicken filling. And spread it evenly. I added cheese optionally to the filling. I add the second half of the potatoes. I spread it evenly. Then I add mushrooms with spinach. You can replace with chard. Any leafy vegetables can be used. Chard works well with mushrooms. I add a little cheese. I decorate the top with the mixture. I bake it at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. Then I show you the final result. The dish is ready and fully cooked. I remove the paper and serve it. Like this. I sprinkle some parsley. I cut it and show the inside. As you see, this recipe is amazing. This potato dish, I served it with a tomato and spinach salad, with onion, green onion, and corn. Also cucumber and radish. Use any vegetables you like. I added oil, salt, pepper, and lemon, and mixed everything. I hope you like this recipe. This is lemon juice with mint and peel. The peel adds a nice flavor. See you in the next video.